Hi lovely family, welcome to your favorite channel Cooking with Abba. Today I want to show you one super fortified way to make your potato mash, especially if you have a child at home, especially if you have an elderly person at home, and especially if you want to check your weight as well. And for those who are dieting, if it's your birthday or something, this is a special auto recipe you can also do as well. So this is what I call red beans, carrot, fortified potato mash recipe. So you just need some red beans, you need some carrots, you need your potatoes, and you need eggs as well, and a little bit of salt. Mind you, you need just the right amount of water to cover it up. So use a smaller saucepan so you don't end up using too much water. Then make sure that the water is also adequate. So what I do is use a saucepan which is not too big so that the water can cover up the potatoes, and I let it cook till the water reduces to the barest minimum. I'm not going to pour any water away, and so my salt has to be very adequate. If you go and take too much salt, you finish cooking and it's going to be very, very salty. So once that is cooking and reducing, I'm going to use my asanka or my earthenware to help me mash the potato. You can use your potato mash or anything, but I'm going very local here. But I don't want it to stick in. I'm just going to base it with some margarine. And the margarine also gives it some sort of taste and flavor as well. So once it cooks and it reduces to the minimum, I'm just going to pick out the eggs. Please mind you, the red beans I used here were pre-cooked. Usually I pre-cook my beans and I store in the freezer. That also saves me time when I'm cooking. So this was pre-cooked and was stored in the freezer. So I just cooked it together with it to finish off the cooking. Then the carrots too, I left it chunky because I didn't want to overly cook it. And so when it's chunky, by the time the potatoes are done, that would also be done. Then you just mash everything together. Because the beans are red, it's going to color your potatoes a little bit. If you're a fan of white beans, you can, but I like red beans because red beans are also good for your heart, which are also very nutritious, and you need these in your diet. And I added the carrot in because carrot has a lot of carotene, which is not only good for your skin, for your eyes, and all those ones. So as you age or as you're growing, and if you have very young children, you'd want to fortify their meals as much as possible. And this is one simple recipe you can do: your red beans, carrot, fortified potato mash. And it's very creamy, very sweet, very nice. Like, so yes, once I mash it all up, you can try to serve it like this, but then I like to add a little bit of mayo. Yes, you can use a mayo or you can use oil, because ankawo normal etwa you would have used oil in there. But because you're trying to do this for dieters as well, you can just use mayonnaise, which is made from oil, eggs, and then apple cider or vinegar, any vinegar they use. Yes, so that also helps, gives it some kick in there and gives it that fat in there. You can just make do without it, or you can use your coconut oil or your butter or whatever you want. You can do it without it, but that also helps, gives it a bit of texture, and then makes it moist as well. Then you can serve this into your bowl, your serving bowl, any bowl you'd want. Then you can add your eggs to it as well. And you can try to dust some more beans in there, or you can use groundnuts, what you want to do. And this is a simple meal. You should try it out for yourself. And the mothers, do some for yourself, do some for your kids, do some for your husbands, your aging parents as well. Till I see you in the next food video, do live life to the fullest. Be joyous, be merry. Lots of love from my team and I. Mwah.